We're just about ready. We're about 10 past, so we're gonna get ready to start. Before we begin, I like to recommend having a glass of water on hand or a towel roll that's rolled up that we can place behind our head if we're doing any exercises while we're laying on the floor. It just makes it a little bit more comfortable. So I'm just gonna grab a quick little drink and then we will get started.
Maybe about 30 seconds?
30 seconds, you got it.
My bottle of water, alright.
Here, we'll time him. Here, he's got 30 seconds.
I've been having a really weird, like, milk recession lately. I've been slamming milk.
That's good. You need it.
I drank like 3 whole
you're
cups
muscle
of
building,
milk.
and you need calcium.
I don't know why. It was just really random. It was like 11 at night. I was just laying in bed. I'm like,
Did you make it back, Vaucus? That was 30 seconds. All right.
I was actually back for approximately 3 of those.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah.
Shall we begin?
I'm not about to request 27 seconds.
It's very specific. Let's start a class like we begin all our classes. Let's reach up to the sky as high as we can, palms facing towards each other. We're arching our backs, arching our necks, reaching up as tall as we can. We're going to take a deep breath in. And as we let it out, we're going to bring our arms down in a wide arc. We're going to allow our shoulders to rotate, presenting our palms forward, and allowing our head to come down to a neutral position. We're going to follow that arc with our arms all the way down low. And as our hands get low, we're going to allow our shoulders once again to rotate. Palms are facing towards each other. We're going to rotate our shoulders so the palms are backwards, keeping our arms straight. We're going to cross our arms across our body, as if we're giving ourselves a nice big hug. Continuing that arc up nice and high again, looking up. Arching our backs, arching our necks, reaching up as tall as we can. Trying to get that spine elongated.
My shoulder made a nice pop.
Let's take a nice deep breath in. And as we let it out, we're going to reverse that arc. Bring our arms down across our body. Palms are presented backwards. Bring our head down to a neutral position. Follow that arc nice and low, allowing our shoulders to rotate. Let's continue that arc up. Palms are now rotated, presented forwards. And we reach up nice and tall again, as high as we can. Really getting a good stretch, big stretchies. One more deep breath in. And as we let it out, relax. Come back to a neutral position. Nice. Let's get a little bit of mobility in our shoulders. And we're going to do that with some shoulder circles. We're going to go forwards and then backwards. We're going to go into a T-pose. And we're going to rotate our shoulders forward, making very small circles with our hands. Just with the tips of our fingers, we're making very small circles. As we make our next rotation, we're just going to make our circle a little bit bigger. And as we're rotating around, we're going to go a little bit bigger with our arms. And now in this last rotation, we're making the circle as big as we can. Trying not to catch our wire that's into our headset. Now with our big circles, we're going to reverse directions now, keeping our circles nice and big. Arms are going backwards. Trying to keep our circle as big as we can. And we're going to tighten that circle up a little bit, making it a little bit smaller. starting to feel my shoulders burn a little bit. We're gonna rotate, take that circle down a little bit more. And last time, let's make the smallest circles with our fingers. And relax. Nice. Got some good movement there. And I'm going to move on to a nice big muscle group. We're going to do our glutes and our quadriceps, our quads. So I'm going to do that by starting with some squats. We're going to just do our basic squat today. If you cannot do a full squat, you can do a half squat or just a quarter squat. Squat, we're going to come down to a seated position, bringing our arms out to keep balance. And as we come up, we're going to breathe out. Back up into a stand-up position. We're actually going to time this. We're going to go do 30 seconds of squats. Go at your own pace. Ready? Begin. We come down and up. Alright, how'd you do? I got 12. I was keeping it nice and
forgot
I
to
didn't
count.
count.
yeah.
I forgot to count.
Good, you don't need to,
I was 16, Ashton was 1 behind me. 15.
That's so funny, you kept count for 2 people.
Huh? How many did I have?
You were 15.
Oh, cool.
You were literally 1 behind me.
Next,
Only
Next-
'cause they started being a butt, and it's like, nope, gotta go faster.
I didn't want to go too fast. So. Next is we're going to do a knee up. This knee up, we're going to do alternating knee ups. Yeah, pretty much just like that, right? But we can bring our arms up into the sky, and as we
How did
bring
you
our
know
knee, we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, and as we're doing that, we're trying to crunch in our core as well, right? We're not just bringing our leg up and our arms down. We're giving a crunch and crunch.
So we're trying to break Batman's spine.
Yeah. Yes,
Bang.
yes. Yeah, you're grabbing somebody's head and you're bashing it into your knee.
All right, we are
3
ready.
reps of Bane.
So we're going to do alternating knee thrusts, and we're going to do that for 30 seconds. Ready? Let's get in position. And start. Nice. I love that one. That's a good exercise. That's a full body exercise. We got some upper body,
That's
got some core
therapeutic.
work, and our lower body.
Got some cardio for
imagine-
me.
Yeah, and a little bit of cardio, right? So we
Having a hard time not stepping on my cord.
let's give
12
ourselves
reps of breaking the bat.
let's give ourselves about 20 or 30 seconds to grab a drink. Let's keep hydrated, and we'll come back for a few more exercises.
Ugh. Oh god, yes. Water. I feel like a fish.
I used to drink alcohol like a fish, but kidney stones kind of made that go away.
Oh no.
Oh
I've
god.
avoided kidney stones, and I shall do everything I can to continue avoiding
Yeah,
them.
me too. I've heard
I saw my
horror
dad
stories.
have kidney stones and it horrified me. It made me like
Or
bladder
full out
stones?
quit.
4 hours and 20 minutes to pass both of them. Never again.
You know the worst kidney stone I ever saw? They had to surgically remove it. It actually took on the shape of the kidney.
I am
It was
gonna
that
mute.
big.
I am gonna mute both of you in a minute.
It was like, oh my god.
Ugh. No. Ooh.
My kidneys are aching.
Freaky
just
the
even thinking
human
about
body
that.
can just do that.
Yeah.
It's like I have all this extra sugar I don't know what to deal with. You know what? Make
The
a
amount of
fucking
pain you would be
stone.
in
Make a stone.
before it getting that big. Period.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we got
It's like,
four
my
more,
kidneys kind of hurt.
4 more exercises to do. Our next exercise is shoulder taps. So shoulder taps is where we get into a high plank position, like a push-up position, and we're going to just tap our shoulders. Right? We're going to try to maintain a nice solid core. We don't want to be rocking our core back and forth. So let me just show you how that's going to look like, and then we're going to do that for 30 seconds. It's an alternating shoulder tap. Let me go this way.
This is gonna look weird. I'm gonna have to put my remotes on my wrists.
So I'm in a push-up position, holding a nice tight core, and I'm just going to tap my shoulder and tap my other shoulder. And I'm not rocking my body back and forth. I'm trying to keep it nice and stable as I can.
Now, are you on your toes? On
I am
toes for that?
I'm on my toes, yeah.
I may do knees just because my core is very, very bad. It's like I just.
All right, thank you for reminding me. There is another modification you can do. Rather than being in a full push-up position, you know how we do the low plank and you're resting on your forearm? You can do that instead, where you're down in the low plank position and we're just coming up and tapping our shoulders. It might be a little bit more comfortable
Good
for
idea.
you. All right, let's get into position. 30 seconds, shoulder taps. Here we go. And begin. Trying to keep a nice tight core, nice flat back. Not trying to arch it, not dipping. I'm trying not to. Nice job, man. Relax.
That one's really difficult.
That was one short, damn it.
That one's a good one for our core.
25.
And it's also good to help build up our strength. If we can't do a full push-up, that'll help to build our strength so we can get there.
Are we gonna be standing or should I stay kneeling?
You can stay down. We're going to do dead bugs next. Our next 3 exercises are going to be down on the mat. I was just kind of giving Yammers a second to come on in. Hi, Yammers. How are you doing?
Hello.
And
Okay, so I am going to demonstrate the dead bug again. I'm going to come down onto all fours. I am on my toes. My foot is making a 90 degree. My leg is coming over to my knee, and it comes up at another 90 degree. Then at my hips, I'm making another 90 degree. Down on all fours. My hands are right below my shoulders. So right below my shoulders, I'm planting my hands. And then on my back, while I'm in this position, I'm just going to try to lower my shoulder blades. Let my shoulder blades drop back a little. From here, I'm going to reach out with my right arm and kick back with my left leg. Then I'm going to retract and alternate. Those are dead bugs. We're going to do those for 30 seconds. Let's get into position. We're on all fours, on our toes, making a 90 degree at our knee, 90 at our hips. Ready? Begin. Right arm out, left leg back, retract, and swap sides. And swap. And switch. And switch. And switch. Alternating back and forth. Nice. Oh, that was bird dogs, not dead bugs. They're kind of the same.
wondered about that.
Those are bird dogs, not dead bugs. I'm just
It
reading.
makes me think of
Dead
Superman.
bugs are the one on the back.
On the
right?
back, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Whatever you call it, Sneaky, I will follow you.
Well, these are we're gonna do a modified bridge. We're not gonna do like the full press up bridge. We're gonna do the bridges like we did before. So this is where you might want your little towel roll behind your head. And for my bridge, I'm going to lie back, bringing my knees up towards my chest, placing my soles of my feet on the ground, just so I got some bend in my knees. And when I'm going to bridge up, I'm going to maintain connection on the floor with my shoulder blades. I'm going to make sure I have a nice straight back. And I'm going to activate my core by trying to press my navel back towards my spine. So I'm going to press my pelvis up off the floor, keep a nice straight back. Then I'm going to bring it back down and back up. We're going to do that for 30 seconds. Let's get into position. We're on our backs, knees bent. Let's maintain connection to the floor and our shoulder blades. 30 seconds. Ready. Begin. Let's press up. Hold it for a moment. And down. Let's press up. Hold. And down. And repeat. Press up. Hold. And down. 5 more seconds. Let's go up. And down. One more time. Press up. And relax. Alright, we got one more exercise to do. And then we're going to get into we're going to have a drink, and then we'll get into a light cool down stretching routine. Our last exercise is Superman. So we're going to roll over onto our bellies. We're going to lay flat on the floor, arms stretched out in front of us, legs all the way stretched out back. The movement from this position is we're going to arch our backs, bringing our arms up off the floor and our legs. So we're going to fly and back down. And arch and down. We're going to do that for 30 seconds. This is our last exercise. Get in position.
My spine's already cold.
You ready? And begin. And arch. And down. Flex. And down. And we're flying. And we're landing. And up. And down. Up. And down. Pressing up. Down. And relax. Nice job. Let's take a quick break.
Double checking that was an ab workout.
that was a little bit of, you get some core workout. We're also working our backs a little bit. We're actually working our legs too. Yeah, it's a little bit of a full body workout too.
That felt more like my spine being tortured. We're good.
Let's take a quick drink. Let's keep hydrated and catch our breath a little bit, and then we'll start a light stretching routine.
That was my abs reminding me that I have abs.
You can come and join me and Ash tomorrow. We're gonna do an ab routine that will remind you have abs.
Yes, join us. Yes.
Feel the burn.
Hi, Roller. How are you doing?
Oh,
Let me grab a
I'm
drink.
motivated as hell to do abs like all the time.
The quicker I get rid of this gut, the better my beach body is gonna be. Oh my god, I'm sick of having this gut.
See, I have a
It's the
beach
only
body.
thing I
just go to
don't
the
like.
beach.
Did you do any of that leg routine I sent you?
I have not actually yet. I've just been sticking to the squats.
Yeah, I watched through it a little bit, and I was like, I want to incorporate some of that, like the jump squats and some of
Question: what's a navel?
your belly button.
Because you said that. Oh, the belly
Yeah,
button.
your belly button, your navel. So, as we're doing that,
Because I was
you try
confused
to
on, like,
you
the
try to press that.
bridges.
Yeah, try to press your belly back towards your spine when you
kinda
do
like-
that, right? So you kind of like you're sucking your
in
stomach
gut
in.
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
It,
I've been really working
by
my
doing
abs
that,
out.
it helps do a few things. It helps us maintain a nice straight back through the exercise, and it also helps us if you want to get a flat belly, right? We got to train our diaphragm to get into a lower position, and by expelling all of our air or bringing our belly in, we can start training our diaphragm, and that'll help present like a really nice flat belly.
Yeah, because when I push in like the navel, like you're saying, I feel like a quiver in like my chest.
Yeah,
Kind of like
yeah.
in my gut.
Now, the diaphragm helps to bring air in and out of your lungs. It's like this membrane that helps for suction to bring air in and out. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mind you, I'm also doing all these workouts in jorts and a belt and a white t-shirt, so I am
As long
pushing
as you're
it.
comfortable. Right. Let's
Just with a head
let's
on.
begin our stretching. Let's start with our necks. We're gonna reach up over the top of our head with our right hand, placing a finger on our left ear. We can take our other hand, placing it behind our back, placing our hand on the small of our back. We're gonna pull our heads down towards our right shoulder. We're gonna maintain a nice upright core, nice sternum up and down. And we're just pulling so we get a bit of a stretch here on the sides of our neck. We don't want to pull too hard. It'll be nice and gentle with our heads. And relax. Let's swap sides. We're going to bring our left hand up over the top of our head, placing a finger on our right ear. We can take our right hand, placing our hand on the small of our back. We're going to pull our heads down towards our left shoulder. And relax. Now we're going to bring our right hand up over the top of our head, placing a finger on the little bump on the back of our skull. We're going to look down at our right hip. Again, we can take our left hand, place it on the back, on our back. Look down at our right hip, and we're going to just pull our heads down towards our hip. Should feel a little bit more of a stretch in the back sides of our neck. And relax. Let's switch sides. Just take our left hand, bring it up over the top of our head, placing a finger on the back of our little bump there. Right hand behind our back. Look down at our left shoulder. Look down at our left hip. And just pulling it down gently. And relax. Let's come back to neutral position nice and slowly, nice and gentle on our necks. Let's do our shoulders. We worked our shoulders a little bit today. Let's bring our right hand across our body. We're going to cradle our arm with our left arm. We're going to take all the tension out of our right arm. We're going to pull that shoulder in tight towards our chest, allowing our shoulder blade in our back to open up, maybe come forward a little. We can twist our trunks, and we can even look over the shoulder of the shoulder we're stretching. Nice, now let's switch sides. Let's bring our left arm across our body, cradling it with our right arm. Take all the tension out of our left arm. Let it be nice and floppy. Let's pull that shoulder in nice and tight towards our chest, allowing our shoulder open up. We can twist our trunks. And we can look over the shoulder. And relax. Let's take our right hand, bringing up over the top of our head. So our elbow is behind our head. We're letting our hand droop down behind our back. We're going to place our hand on the back of our elbow. I'm just going to pull our arm down slightly so we can feel a bit of a stretch here in our tricep and maybe down into our shoulder here. Now let's swap sides. Let's bring our left hand up, letting it droop down behind our back, keeping our elbow up nice and high. I'm going to pull down slightly on our elbow so our hand's coming down while we're on our back. And relax. Let's take a stance that's a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to do some lunges. We're going to lunge to our right first. So I want you to raise up your right hip. And then just bend your right knee slightly. You should feel a pretty good stretch here in your hip. Maybe on your inner thigh. Let's come back to neutral position. From here, I'm going to shift my left hip up. I'm going to let my right hip drop down. I'm going to bend my left leg.
I didn't shift my hip last time. Sorry.
That was
That's a good
something
stretch.
I've just noticed the other day, right? I've always just done kind of lunges and just kind of pressed down on it a little bit more to get more of a stretch. And I noticed I was like, if I rotate my hip first and then lean into it, I get so much more stretch.
Also really good for the obliques, I'm noticing.
Let's bring it down to the mat rather than doing a forward fold standing up. Sometimes we can get a little bit lightheaded, so let's bring it down to the mat. We're going to take a straddle position, and we're going to do some forward folds. Take our right hand, bring it down towards our right foot. Our left hand's going to go straight up into the air, and we're going to bend at our waist, making a nice big wide arc. This one definitely gets some good oblique stretch. Yeah, we're going to rotate at our waist, bringing our left hand down towards our right foot. We're going to point our chin down towards our knee. And we're going to focus on folding at our waist, trying to bring our chest down towards our thigh. Let's come back up into neutral position and let's swap sides. Let's bring our left hand down towards our left foot. right hand straight up into the air. And we're going to bend at our waist. Now let's rotate our waist, bringing our right hand down towards our left foot, bringing our chest down towards our thigh, chin pointed towards our knee. Oh, we lose tracking.
That happens a lot.
I think I just shut my hip off.
Oh no!
Nope, not quite. I'm stretching, I swear. And relax.
What the dog doing?
We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more fold. We're gonna fold
More
forward.
liquid.
Cats are liquid. We're gonna fold forward. We're gonna try to focus on really folding down here at our waist. We don't want to be folding so far up on our chest. So we're gonna keep a nice straight back, lean forward, stretch out as far as we can, as far as we comfortably can.
I feel a lot of discomfort in my knees when I
Yeah.
do this. for
Yeah,
some weird
yeah.
reason.
Pretty much on the inside of your knees. Maybe a little bit on the
Just
back.
enough ache that you feel it, but not enough that you're gonna hurt yourself.
Maybe it's
Oh,
the
what
back of
hurts
my
is the
thigh.
comeback after this. Straightening my back up after curling it.
Oh, my hip tracker hates this move.
Oh, my hip tracker is not liking me today. Yeah, it's come back to neutral. Let's bring our feet out in front of us in a pike position. We're going to flex our toes back towards our chest. We're going to keep our toes flexed through the whole stretch. That's going to allow us to stretch out our calves more than our hamstrings. So with our toes curled in towards our chest, we're going to fold forward, reaching out towards our toes. We don't need to pull ourselves forward on our toes. We don't want to stretch too much like that. We just want to stretch forward, folding at our waist. And keep those toes flexed back. And relax. Let's roll over onto our bellies. I'm going to stretch our core out a little bit. We're going to keep our legs stretched out behind us. We can allow our hips to open up so we can just kind of roll our hips a little. Our arms are going to be out. And we're going to place our hands directly below our shoulders. This is a seal pose or cobra pose. We're going to keep connection on the floor with our waist. Oh, come on, hip tracker. We want to press ourselves up, maintaining connection at our waist. We're going to arch our backs, arch our necks, looking up towards the sky, as if we're a seal trying to catch a ball. Or an angry cobra, getting ready to strike. Now from here, I'm going to press myself up, Pressing my butt back towards my heels. Keeping my arms stretched out in front of me. I'm going to allow my head to cradle between my shoulders. I'm going to plant my hands and I'm going to ease my butt back towards my heels, allowing my shoulders to stretch out. This pose is called Child's Pose. I'm going to pull myself back forward, allow myself to lay back on the ground. I'm going to do seal pose one more time. My hands are planted just below my shoulders. I'm going to press my body up, maintaining connection on the floor at my waist. Should be getting a good stretch in your back. Might also be feeling it right up through your core. And let's press back into child's pose, pressing my butt back, planting my hands, allowing my head to cradle between my shoulders. Pull my butt back towards my heels ever so slightly, just getting a bit more stretch in my shoulders. I'm going to pull myself up onto all fours. From this position, I'm going to allow my hips to open up a little bit, bringing my feet out so that the inside of my foot is making connection with the floor. So I look like a frog that's about ready to jump and take off. From here, I'm going to press my butt back towards my heels. And from there, you should feel a really, really good groin stretch. You should feel that on your inner thighs. I'm going to allow myself to come forward a little bit, taking off some of the tension. And one more time, I'm going to press back. We can come down to our elbows if we want. We can stay here and stretch all night, watch some TV. This is our last stretch of the night. Let's go ahead and lean forward, come out of the stretch nice and gently, grab ourselves a drink. Our fitness tip for this week, as we don't have Jade here, they're feeling a bit under the weather with a shoulder injury or a back injury. And so I'd like to remind us that recovery is just as important as exercise. We don't want to overtrain. We don't want to overdo it. We don't want to stagnate. So we want to mix it up. Variety is the spice of life. But recovery is most important, just as important as the exercise. 8 hours of sleep, get hydrated, have good nutritious food to replenish our bodies. So with that, folks, thank you for joining me. I hope to see you next week on Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Stretching and Exercise with Sneaky.
Thank you.
Yay!
Thanks for class.
Thank you. Thank you.
My session got cut short because my Oculus is just like, no more.